fun tonight. Make good choices. Make good choices. It's all over there. That's around. Congratulations, guys. There's a huge line outside, and of course, Mr. Newman just walked up and said, "Hey, you guys can play another truck, right?"
Why should we get our bags from the bus?
Every single person. Are you going back on the bus home, or are you going?
No, I just want to make sure I don't lose my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to the grad party?
Yeah. I just want to
The grad party bus is completely different from where our bus is going to be. So hopefully we can go find it very fast. Yeah, sorry. What do you want to do? You guys want to play another one again? You want to play the same one again? You go back to the beginning because most of the people weren't here. Your choice. I don't care. Why not? Anything to feature Alyssa. That's been my motto now for years.
Can I go after Alyssa?
Sure. We'll just go.
Can I play Josh's part for background beat?
Can I take a 5-minute drum and enter again, please?
Let me sing some of the background.
Like literally anything.
I still say we should have that band.
Hey, have fun. Sorry we're repeating. I wasn't counting on an hour-long set. Neither was Parker. Yeah, here we go. Absolutely. Awesome. Well done. Really overdue. 1, 2, 3, and.
Good evening. Things are starting to fill in. We'll begin in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank you. Welcome. Also, graduates, in 5 minutes, we are going to have our class picture. When we ask you to rise, please make sure you stand and you're facing towards the orange ladder right there in the bottom there. So 5 minutes for the group picture. Thank you.
I got the whole speech there.
All right, seniors, let's go ahead and stand up and let's get ready for the group picture. Seeing as though this class did not get a chance to do it at the building, the class of 2021 will be the only class in Westland history to have their class picture taken at graduation. So how cool. Graduates, let's make sure you are turned and you are facing the camera so we can see your smiling lion faces. right, ladies and gentlemen, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, we'll begin. So if you haven't found your seats, please do so. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the West Linn High School Class of 2021 graduation. Good evening, Dr. Ludwig, Onward District Administration, esteemed West Linn-Wilsonville board members, as well as Lion graduates, families, friends, and our amazing West Linn staff. My name is Gregory Newman, and I am the incredibly proud and grateful principal of West Linn High School. As we gather here today to celebrate the inspirational West Linn Class of 2021. We are so happy to have all you here tonight at Providence Park and finally be together. That deserves a round of applause. As a graduating class and a school community, we know how incredibly difficult this school year has been, and we are overjoyed to be together tonight in this beautiful space. Tonight, we will have a special opportunity to celebrate our 2021 Lion seniors and hear from some very special student speakers, performers, and our 2021 selected staff speaker, Mr. Kevin Egan. Mr. Kevin Egan. Due to the unique nature event of this year, we've had to make a few adjustments with regard to our traditional ceremony. In a normal school year, you've had an opportunity to hear from members of our esteemed school board, as well as our incredibly supportive and superintendent, Dr. Kathy Ludwig. Please know how proud they are of you, but to time limitations to make sure the event was truly about our graduates, we have delivered their messages early, and you can find these messages using the QR code on your program. So if you look inside your program, a little QR code, you can watch those messages at a later date. Please know how incredibly proud all of our West Linn staff members, school board members, and community are of the Lion Class of 2021. So without further ado, at this point, I would like to ask everyone to please stand for the playing of our West Linn High School alma mater, as followed by our national anthem performed by the West Linn High School Class of 2021 choir seniors under the direction of Miss Aubrey Patterson. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you very much, Lions. That was fantastic. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Westland High School class of 2021, student body class president, Mr. Cole Peters. Cole will be attending Johns Hopkins University studying mechanical engineering in the fall on an Army ROTC scholarship and plans to play football for the Blue Jays. Cole, the stage is yours.
First, I would like to thank everyone who has contributed to our being here today. To our teachers, thank you for leading and inspiring us throughout these challenging times. You've had to adapt and learn how to teach us in new ways, and we are so grateful for the sacrifices you made and the work you put in to make this year and our entire high school experience valuable and memorable. To our administrators, counselors, classified staff, and to the West Linn-Wilsonville School District, thank you for your endless support and encouragement this year. I want to thank outgoing board members Ms. Fitch, Mr. Hides, and board chair Ms. Molitor for your leadership during a challenging time. Principal Newman, it is evident that you put your heart into this school and our community, and I want to thank you for continuing to show us so much love. I would also like to thank Claude Koch for 27 years of service to the school. To our friends who have been a necessary source of support, thank you for continuing to look out for one another and to be there for those in the community who need you. We have grown and developed together, and I hope we can continue to be part of each other's journeys moving forward. Finally, thank you to our parents, guardians, and families. Hi, Mom and Dad. Your guidance, love, and care have led us to this moment, and without you, we could not be here. You have supported us during our struggles and celebrated with us in our successes. We could not be more grateful for you. Obviously, this year was not what we expected it to be. With the pandemic came unprecedented challenges and much hardship for all of us. Although it was nice to not have to leave bed for first period, we would have much preferred to have our regular competitions, activities, and celebrations. More than anything, I think we all would have liked to have been together. So, I want to ask everyone to really appreciate this moment. Not only was it unlikely that we would be fortunate enough to have this celebration all together like we are, but it very well could be the last time the class of 2021 is gathered like this. Take a second, look around, and think about all the time you spent with these people, all the hours we've invested in one another. Over the past 4 years, we've accomplished some amazing things. We won state and district championships in sports, performing arts, and in other competitive activities. We have fought for social justice and bettered our school community by working to make it accessible to and positive for all students. We had students win awards for their incredible works of art and science research. In the past year and a half, many students have stepped up and started working jobs, volunteered for their community in a time of need, and helped take care of their younger siblings. In the face of a pandemic, wildfires, an ice storm, and watching the Blazers lose in double OT after Dame dropped 55, we learned, grew, and accomplished these great things together. For this reason, we chose a quote from Maya Angelou as our senior class motto. Stand up straight and realize that you tower over your circumstances. Stand up straight. I am so proud of what we have done this year. It is so easy to look back on our senior year and be bitter about what we didn't get to have, what we didn't get to do. I ask that, instead, we look back on this year with a sense of pride in the circumstances we overcame and what we did in spite of them. Looking forward, the members of this graduating class will go on to pursue and accomplish more incredible goals and dreams. As we encounter roadblocks and setbacks, we will again have the opportunity to use the pandemic to our advantage. Make no mistake, the way we overcame the challenges of this year was truly exceptional. When the path ahead seems unsurmountable, remember what you did to make it to where you are today, and that you are an extraordinary person capable of extraordinary things. Lastly, I will leave you with a few pieces of advice. Be a kind person and treat others well. Work hard and pursue whatever you do with passion and joy. Finally, of course, remember that every day is a great day to be a Lion. Thank you, Westland.
Let me try to take that off. Thanks, Cole. You've been an amazing Lion class president, and we are very proud of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2021 Valedictorian, Miss Audrey Chun. Audrey will be attending the University of California at Berkeley in the fall and studying data science. Audrey, the floor is yours.
My last day of high school was online. I sat in my room at my desk, staring at small black Zoom rectangles on a computer, as did many of you. Not what we expected, was it? In March of 2020, I left my AP chemistry classroom for the last time. As I walked out, I had a short conversation with Mr. Delfatti asking, should I just leave my lab stuff here to get after spring break? And he said, oh no, we're not coming back. Little did I know the gravity of what was to come, a pandemic that would shut the world into lockdown and kill almost 4 million people. Oh, and not to mention the wildfires, ice storms, political polarity, and historic power outages. Oh, and killer bees. Did anyone else hear about the killer bees? I remember thinking, how could it get worse? But also thinking, how could it possibly get better? There have been plenty of times in my life when I thought things could never get better. I didn't think it could get better 4 years ago when the police told me that my best friend wasn't gonna make it. And I didn't think it could get better when DHS knocked on my front door or during all the nights I spent wondering if I was gonna be okay. And I didn't think it could get better when I got a 27% on my first AP Physics 2 quiz, and it didn't. I dropped that class. But I will never forget one day my freshman year breaking down in my English 9 teacher, Mr. Mooney's classroom after school, surrounded by walls filled with student drawings, the Twinkie hung up to see when it would expire, and overwhelmed by my tears. But as we talked, Mr. Mooney told me, it gets better. It might get worse first, but it will always get better. And 4 years later, I realized he was right. And it took work, and it was gradual, and it was hard, but whether it was Mr. Davala saying hi to me in the halls every day, even though I never even had him as a teacher, or weekly trips to crumble cookies with Claire Davy, or the ineffably supportive friends I've been blessed with, it got better. And if I could just tell freshman me, riddled with depression and anxiety and braces and bad acne, that I would be standing on this stage today, confident with hope, she'd be so surprised. I would say to her, please be confident. You are absolutely enough. Look for the light, and please stop box dyeing your hair orange. You too. You may have had really difficult lows and been through so much, and maybe even wore a puka shell necklace at one point. But look at you, you're sitting in those chairs right now. Class, we are proof that it gets better. You might have failed a class, but you're here today. You might have gotten sick and spent 3 months in the hospital, but you are here today. Your parents might have lost their jobs, so you started working double time to help out, and now you are here today. We have all experienced times when we couldn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you've doubted yourself. You doubted that you could pass that class, that you could make that sports team, that you could overcome depression and anxiety, that you could sit still in a chair for this long. Maybe you come from a difficult background and you're the first person to graduate from your family. Look at you now. Class, look at us now. We're not boxes on a screen anymore. We are a sea of green and gold. We are proof that it gets better. And so, friends, with all the confidence in my life, I am telling you that it gets better. It gets better, and it still gets better, and I promise it will continue to get better. And because of this Westland High School class of 2021, I am telling you that the best is yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey. That was great. Good luck at Cal next year. We're very proud of you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Westland High School Distinguished Teacher this year, Mr. Kevin Egan. Mr. Egan is the director of our Westland High School band program and is a respected and integral part of our team. It is no surprise to me that the class of 2021 has asked Mr. Egan to speak on behalf of them tonight. Kevin, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be honest, this is a pretty weird moment for me. As a band director, I've spent the better part of the last 37 years with my back turned to the audience at every single performance. So to have to face you now is a little humbling, shall we say. I seriously considered turning the podium around, but that creative solution just didn't seem to fit this occasion. Creative solutions. More on that later. I am truly humbled and surprised at being asked to speak here tonight. I'm wondering if perhaps the students who so kindly bestowed on me this honor were hoping for one of my more unfiltered approaches to public speaking, a kind of, well, it's been a good career, let's give them a chance for one more rant. I figured I could maybe even throw in a few unprecedenteds to make my speech seem more relevant, exceptionally trendy. But the more consideration I gave to this moment, the more disingenuous all of that started to feel. At the risk of disappointing those who were looking forward to a rabble-rousing diatribe, and since I'm not in fact retiring, I'd like to offer a more positive way forward tonight.
Our school district believes in the power of a growth mindset. Tonight, I'd like to introduce you all to what I call a musical mindset. I believe the world would be a much better place if all of you learned to think like a musician. I mean, did you really think a band director with a bully pulpit wasn't going to take time out of the speech to talk about how great musicians are? Really? So first, musicians have to play together, not just at the same time. It's not enough to just know your part during a performance. We have to be constantly aware of everyone else's part. Who has the melody? Who's playing with me? How loud? How soft? When am I in the background? When am I not? Only by understanding how everyone else is contributing can we work together toward an outcome that benefits all. I think that works well both on stage and off. Well, there you go. One clap. Second, musicians listen louder than we play. To reach a cohesive and musical performance, musicians listen, blend, and fit into each other's sound. I often wonder how much better we would all communicate if everyone adopted this simple mantra. And let's not pretend that this is just an innate talent that real musicians have. Far from it. The ability to listen, to really listen, is an essential skill for all of us. Third, doers get things done. They turn hopes and wishes into realities. Musicians are doers. Nothing happens on stage without hours, months, sometimes years of diligent effort and practice. There's a saying in jazz that you're always just one half step away from the right note. The key is you have to keep moving forward. The next chord, the next phrase, the next chorus. I'd be lying if I thought that this search for creative solutions only happens in the Performing Arts Center and only happens among musicians. Because we all know that every corner of this school is constantly filled with students pursuing their own dreams, passions, and bright futures. Musicians, athletes, scientists, students, good humans, always searching for that next creative solution, trying to get things done. Last, musicians know that there's always room for improvement. We aspire to greatness out of respect for the art form and respect for our fellow players. We share our gifts unselfishly, and we try to bring beauty into the world. To offer less than our very best in these pursuits diminishes the very passion we bring to these efforts. So yeah, music and hanging with musicians has taught me a lot. I'm thankful every day that I get to go to work and hang out with musicians, and I'm surrounded by doers and people with bright futures. In this world of increasing dependence on technology, we need more humans who understand humans. And music helps us understand better what it is to be a good human. I wanted to thank the class of 2021. 37 years of teaching, this was easily the hardest experience I've ever gone through. I'm not a tech guy, and without the help of my seniors especially, we would not have made it together. We wouldn't have been on stage playing for you earlier tonight, and I don't think I would have made it to the end of the year standing on this stage. It's all because of the kids. I'm inspired by your resilience. I'm thankful for your positive energy. I was proud to call you my students, and I'm prouder now to call you my friends. But it's time to go explore your futures. So think like a musician and be good humans. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Egan. That was fantastic. It's an honor to work with you every day. All right. We have now come to the time we've been waiting for. Not the speeches aren't great. The presentation for the class of 2021. All right, seniors, pay attention. You will now be released by rows to receive your diplomas. Please follow the directions of the Lion staff members who will present with you tonight. Seniors, let's rise and start walking towards the stage.
Audrey Soyeon Chun. Amanda Hugh. Cole David Peters. Anaya Renee Grant. Lauren Isabel Grothy. Jacqueline Claire Jones. Peyton Joy Shellstad. Zenon James LaForce. Colin Robert Murphy. Parrish Grace Noche. Aiden Christopher Erdahl. Kai Toshio Taman Saito. Ethan Matthew McCarty. Let's go, Mac! William Fremont Alexi. Mick Bruce Jordan. Sarah Margaret Horn. Andre Manuel Saez. Joshua Stewart Wilson. Jerry Lee. Brendan Nicholas Koblia. Jasper Aiden Benston. Zachary Alexander Turner Lally. Nathaniel Rademacher Hull. Joseph Kenneth Carney. Michael Kahn Carney. Nicholas Christian Hackenjos. Riley Errett Sokol. Jacob Russell Von Quast. Garrett Lewis Fonts. Erica Renee Kindley. Desiree Caitlin Zieger. Ryan Thomas Haymore. Micah Joel Scotthorn. Aiden Michael Nutbrock. Dylan James Corbett. Owen Theodore Box. Bridget Elise Chenevert. Coleman Jacob Henry. Alexandria Marie Evans. Alec Dupree Snyder. Joshua Choi. Brett Addison Mason. Emmerich Daniel Leland Bertay. Adem Sungwan Abdul Hayalu. Caden Andrew Sanders. Andrew Chonkyu Kim. Kenson Putra. Gabriel Joseph Williams. Colleen Amelia Cakebread. Tristan Michael Bittner. Canyon Lee DeLong. Connor James Hart. Jacob Dean Wheatley. Marshall Weston Knowles. Alexander Forbes Bernasconi. Dominic Jaden Castañeda. Ethan Cameron Barber. Garrigan Gore Hofanesian. Kimberly Palacios. Audrey Park Manna. Anna Minchuk Lee. Lindsay Aaron Wheeler. Jonathan Riley Strauss. Laura Joan Smith. Aiden Patrick Weber. Ananya Chowdhury. Elizabeth Rachel McLaren. Brianna Kenya Keeling. Brandon Thomas Weed. Jessica Michelle Landstrom. Megan Michelle Reilly. Madeline Elizabeth Tabor. Emma Sue Koch. Ella Grace Nodurf. Caitlin Ann Bergerson. Kylie Marie Yakideski. McKenna Rayanne Cloud. Maddie Lorraine Selby. Maria Lucia Finol. Sarah Corin Hardwick. Brittany Alexis White. Ethan Dean Romalitis. Brooke Ann Anderson. Amira Taylor Genevieve Lockman. Kai S. Martin. Sky Justine Miller. Annie W. Wong. Carmen Rosemary Henry. Sarah Jet Esqueda. Taylor Marie Lindsay. Eliza Patricia Porter. Ruby Francis Arone. Ivy Rain Brucker. Sarah Elizabeth Tennyson. Kelly Rong Deng. Jillian Faith Herbert. Delaney Jean Callahan. Auburn Weston Todd. Claire Elizabeth Davey. Catherine May Kling. Jocelyn Marie Porter. Brooke Olivia Wilk. Madison Emilia Wilk. Emma Caitlin Mitchell. Olivia Elaine Swartz. Abigail Eugene Miller. Sabrina Lynn Hayden. Hannah Danielle Goodman. Kendall Marie McDonald. Ashley Sue Yon B. Chan. Evan James Schleif. Leah Cast Hawkins. Grace Elizabeth Heaton. Miranda Jane Weiler. Azure Michelle Malley Porter. Emily Quinn Stober. Samantha Lynn Kimple. Skylar Reese Moore. Christian Michael San Nicolas. Beth Harper Lansom. Aislinn Kate Patrick. Hannah Noel Gregor. Athena Chase Abrahamson. Abigail Scout Cross. Katarina Sandra Rain. Davna Corinne Howard. Ria Malvika Jamkadkar Grover. Emily Ann Preston Butts. Lauren Sierra Hildebrandt. Jaden Larissa Dewey. Isabel Marie Jones. Talene Renee Spengler. Ruby Avenel Brand. Ava Claire Dillingham. Avery Marilyn Floria Gilbertson. Sophia Louise Lara Nielsen. Anna Christine Lara Nielsen. Nicholas Reyes Cassell. Laura Purdy. Douglas Robert Baker. Kaylee Catalina Wood. Iris Lake Brucker. Matilda Grace Milner. Avery Grace Kaczoriski. Mason Harmon Price. Ty Olson Park. Jonathan Andrew Tentz. Logan William Pruzek. Richard Henry Bell, Jr. Thor Samuel Severson. Ronan James Myers. Ryan Kobe Shao. Asher Edward Troxel. Matthew Benjamin Udell. Gage Isaac Parrish. Isaac Joshua Dodd. Dylan Michael Joseph Larson. Kale Rudolph Brunson. McKenna Brianne Robbins. Kylie Shea Baker. Octavio Partida. Noah Benjamin Wenig. Tyler M. Lee. Neil Jane. Aiden Ian Tucker Calkins. Casey Thomas Getz. Jacob Chandler Connor. Hassan Mohammed Al-Zubaidi. Noah Christopher Davidson. Braden Rob Hill. Carlos Eduardo Andrade. Casey Joseph Jacklin. Julia Elise Winkle. Edward William Way Chadwick Lee Campbell IV. Johnny J. Lee. Sheridan Riley Walton. Iris Marie Tresky Petroskuk. Chelsea Tapia Gonzalez. Lily Alexandra Owens. Allison Mae Griffiths. Reem Helen Alharathi. Benjamin Wiley Becker. Callie Desiree Kramer. Caitlin Jill Vandenbrink. He already went through. Zachary Alexander Turner Lally. Encore. Here's another encore. Brendan Nicholas Kablia. Hannah Ziyi Sai. Aletta Marie Combs. Sydney Christine Phipps. Lillian Noel Curdy. Peyton Grace Henry. Zui Yuen. Avery Danella McCurry. Riley Brooke Heinonen. Gabriella Camille Kraus Rivera. McKenna Marie Kelly. Maya Addie Wright. Lauren Jane Melvin. Winifred Maxine Wilbur. Charlotte Rose Gray. Emma Kathleen Ferrario. Lily Alexeyevna Roms. Emery Nicole Johnston. Peyton Marie Reynolds. Ella Grace Gulbranson. Emma Ann Wrench. McKenna Delaney Kellogg. Caden Lee Murphy. Alexa Lee Skripkar. Ania Masieth Kazi. Derek William Pickett. Alyssa Nicole Hargis. Gabriel Archer Lee. Elizabeth Grace Wright. Sydney Elise Stupp. Matthias Andres Tupper. Cameron Emile Murison. Bryce Matthew White. Maria Rose Dowling. Raina Erin Smith. Anthony James Francischini. Connor Sage Tiffany. Zachary Hayden Scott. Jay Shoja Corella. Dylan Hunter Colley. Joseph Michael Rash. Aiden Michael Scott. Tyler Patrick Samuel. Maximus John Doman. Mohammed Naveed Ali. Dre Anderson Babalan Gabris. Titus Mikhail Regali. Aiden Turner Schmidt. Lad Christopher Supernaw. Neil Shurishan Bile. Jaden West Fishbein. Alexander Michael Krim. Cole Christopher Rogers. Lars Kofax Hofberg. Tegan Garrett Knoll. Augustin Hines Martin Sr. Andrew Robert Swartley. Jaden Luke Schultz. Darren Graham Wianco. Lucas Vaughn Cipher. Alexander Paul Brooks. Quinn Robert Perrine. Zachariah George Aboud. Ian Wolf Roan. Anne Catherine Connell. Isabel Lavon Young. Mia Jocelyn Lewis. Cole Ellison Smith-Peter. Ryan Catherine Roby. Jacob Bradley Miller. Mitchell David Winters. Jaden Nicole Tate. Mason Gabrielle Hooper. Ava Lynn Peters. Gabriana Gala. Grace Eaton Valentine. Isabel Elise England. Damon Glenn Ivel. Ava Madison Rudder. Anna Karen Strobe. Zachary Evans Hoover. Eric William McDevitt. Owen Hale Jacobson. Peyton James Schmidt. Adrian Reyes. Ethan Riley Carter. Bianca Priscilla Rusnak. Erinette Noel Vonleh. Shannon Lynn Gropey. Megan Kealani Adams. Catherine Lucille Peterson. Alexandra Jameson Evans. Annalise Marie Sayer. Ethan Meyer Bryn. Hayden Christopher Wireman. Bryce Richard Lambert. Jeremy Michael Schutz. Gregory Scott McCoy. Tristan Jefferson Zundel. Nathan Scott Rumsey. Elizabeth Grace Moore. Riley Joseph Sutton. Peter Hamilton Mahler. Andrew William Fouché. Bailey Alexander Elliott. Thomas Herschel Welchek. Cade Raven Miller. Jillian Sue Schroeder. Anya Pearl Houlihan. Cole Thomas Meany. Luke Matthew Pascal.
That guy's a Marine!
Liam Rowan Kelly. Liam Joseph McConville. Zion Jeffrey Nelson. Kyle Merrick Sullivan. Griffin John Duffy. Jonathan Lawrence Stewart. Joshua Thomas Page. Elizabeth Kate Edwards. Madeline Grace Vaughn. Cody Russell Peterson. Evan James Kendig. Kristen Nicole Epperson. Audrey Margaret Roden. Kanan Ashton Lloyd Huffman. Jacob Anders Hedberg. Catherine Malia Griffin. Sydney Talay Marshall. Sadie Lilia Winchester. Lucy Marin McCowan. Ireland Ita Dorothea Gomes. Madeline K. Mullen. Abby Jane Peterson. Jacob Thien Kemphilivong. Hamza Abdurrahman Benagoon. Carter Daniel Anderson. Drake Joseph Vincent. Cord Patrick Kirby. Charlie Dennis Lotspeech. Nathan Mattis Sostrin. Kevin Patrick Hughes. John Gunnar Herbert. Ashwin Raj Nathan. Blake Allen DeBishop. Gavin Mitchell Haynes. Graham Daniel Davis. Ryan Timothy Talavs. Robert George Whittemore. Landon Joseph Howell. Thomas James McNamara. Brendan Marshall Kraus. Flynn William Sheely. Wesley Sinclair Mushlitz. Adam Matthew Simshauser. Christian Harold Jones. Clayton Richard Masters. Ronald Renfei Huang. Ethan Hayes Walhood. Peter Michael Jensen. Braden Allen Gustorf. Harrison Richard James Young. Kyle James McCrone. Logan Michael Christensen. Gavin Royce Turner. Caden Robert Parker. Zachary James Holmes. James Richard Nance. Parker James Stevenson. Mitchell Stephen Dewey. Kyle Robert Dramov. Patrick Merton Jensen. Joseph Frank Bildner. Jake Alexander Siegel. Samuel Thomas Russell. Matthew Mitsuo Ito. Paige Christine Campbell. Samantha Diane Liebrick. Kirsten Jane Nordstrom. Sophia Marie Schwartz. Andrew Mitchell Van Horn. Samantha Madison Van Horn. Ander Pilar Woodrum. Lexi Ng. Bryce Michael Brown. Morgan Ann Highland. Caden Gerard Kesselring. Lindsay Alexis Walter. Paige Marie Lemons. Lauren Mackenzie Yanger. Jordan Hope Sella. Amanda Rose Whittington. Michelle Suping Ritchie. Emma Isabella Bennett. Ivy Lynn Potter. Zoe Avery Barnett. Adeline Sophia Averill. Emily Ann Ebson. Hannah Lee Ebson. Logan Marai Wong. Alexis Grace Stoller. Madeline Pearl Aldrich. Emma Grace Cook. Colin Timothy Driscoll. Bliss Jeffrey McLaughlin. Mason George Self. Jonathan Toshio Ito. Keegan Joe Jackson. Cameron Grace Fulcher. Lila Shakur. Lily Joan Snook. Audra Marie Wilmus. Zachary Robert Walton. Taylor James Stocks. Landon Ray Crawlard. Colin James Turvo. Alec Martin Sloan. Orion Huxley Forrest. Logan Gabriel Winder. Hayden Zen Fish. Samuel Isaiah Misa. Nicholas Anthony Corcoran. And Joshua Alva Morford.
While our seniors are making their way to their seats, I want to take a moment and personally thank and acknowledge all the hard work and support that all Lion families have provided during this challenging school year we have all experienced. We know how trying these times have been and what you've all experienced. However, we also know this year has brought unbelievable challenge to our Lion families as well. The ability you have shown to juggle your home and work life, along with supporting your Westland students through this journey, has truly been inspirational. None of this has been easy, and you've done it with such a great job of handling everything and staying positive all the way along. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to all the West Linn Lion families. Lastly, I want to say a few words about our amazing West Linn staff. The work of this team has truly been the glue that has held the class of 2021 together. Every single day, they work to find new and creative ways to keep our students engaged, all the while balancing their own home lives and always looking to provide nothing but the best for this pride of Lions. They've worked so many hours into the evenings, over the weekends, and fundamentally changed the way that we look at a normal school day. They truly did build the airplane while it was in the air. Which reminds me of a quote from Henry Ford when he once said, "When everything's to be going against you, remember that a plane takes off going against the wind and not with it." I didn't know that. This group of Lions staff members were truly running against the wind all year long, and yet they continued to roar. Thank you, West Linn staff. Looks like our last Lions are coming around here, so we'll give them a second to do that. So talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Find them. We're going to find them. Almost. I'm looking for the high sign from Mr. Minna over there. He's the 6'7" guy. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. West Linn High School class of 2021, please rise. By the power vested in me in the state of Oregon, as well as the school board, for the West Linn-Wilsonville School District, it is my distinct honor and privilege to declare you all 2021 West Linn High School graduates. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. It is now my pleasure, we're not done yet, to introduce seniors Anaya Grant, Lauren Grothy, Jacqueline Jones, Zenon LaForce, and Peyton Shellstad for the traditional turning of the tassels. Take it away.
West Linn High School class of 2021. Please turn your tassels now. 1, 2, 3. Look at him go. Woo.
I don't know, I'm running the crowd.
Now you got to find them all. Again, thank you to the West Linn community for coming tonight. It truly takes a village to raise a lion, and this village of West Linn has done it like no other. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and have a safe and enjoyable evening. But before you go, remember, it's always a great day to be a... Good night, everyone, and please drive safely. Little bit of housekeeping. Families, please meet your Lions at Gate B on the way out. Drive safe. Thank you again. Thank you. Good night.